The elites took out Michael Jackson.
And reading the Bible, learning about God, Jesus, love. Jesus said, bring on the children, imitate children, be like little children, and to take care of others, take care of old people. When I see children, I see the face of God. That's why I love them so much. That's what I see. I love to do things for children, and I try to imitate Jesus, and I'm not saying I am Jesus. I'm not saying,
we're clear on that.
Right. I'm trying to imitate Jesus in the fact that he said to be like children, to love children, to be as pure as children, and to make yourself as innocent and see the world through eyes of wonderment and the whole magical quality of it all. And I love that. And we were raised with those values. Those are very important values, and my family and I, we were raised with those values, and they continue strong in us today. If I can open my gates, and those gates open, and that bliss, an explosion of screaming and laughter from the children, and they run past the breeze, they run on the rides, I say, thank you, God. I feel I won God's smile of approval.
I believe God was smiling at Michael Jackson as well, because God loved Michael and Michael loved kids. That's just, you have to understand, the reality is why we know the elites took him out was because he was getting ready to go on tour to expose them. I've dug deep into this long ago, but now you see with the Epstein files coming out who the real child molesters are, who the real evil people are, all the ones that were against him. You have to understand the first thing they do is they ruin your reputation, and what better way to ruin someone's reputation than claim they're a child molester, and from people who are actually child molesters. So you have to understand this. Michael was a good, pure-hearted man of God.
I don't play with Thriller. That's some demonic stuff. I'm not playing with the devil. But I read some reviews about the movie, and I saw a lot of people were upset because the movie ended in 1988. People was like, where's 90s Michael? Where is the early 2000s Michael? And I thought about the reason why the movie probably ended in 1988 is because if you know anything about Michael Jackson, I know a lot about Michael Jackson. They say he spent the rest of his life trying to chase the mountaintop of 1988. The only way to get from one mountaintop to another mountaintop is you have to be willing to go down in order to get back up. And here lies the problem, ladies and gentlemen, with Michael. Here lies the problem with most church people, is that we are mountain addicts. And we are allergic to valleys. As a matter of fact, we've given valleys a bad rap. We just talk bad about valleys, not knowing that the God of the mountain is the God of the valley. And you need them both. Do me a favor, talk about you need this valley. The mountain is for public demonstration, but the valley is for private development. The mountain is where God uses you, but the valley is where God fuels you. The mountain is where you release, but the valley is where you receive. The mountain is where you pour out, but the valley is where you get poured into. The mountain is for power, but the valley is for production. It's where God takes you through process. And the problem with this generation is everybody want a stage, but nobody want to go through the stages to give you the character that you can maintain where God is taking you. Tell somebody else, you need this valley. You need this classroom. You need this trial. You need this affliction. You need this furnace. God has you right where he wants you, even if you're uncomfortable. He's producing something in you.